Hola, it's me, Tori T, aka 32 Watts. How you feeling? I hope you're feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. Pull up a chair. Let's discuss these imperfect women because, child, woo! This is your spoiler warning to keep on scrolling. Now, for everybody else that don't need a spoiler warning, here we go. Kerry Washington, Kate Mara, Elisabeth Moss. To summarize it up, everybody is a hot mess. She did, but everybody a hot mess. Episodes 1 through 6. Nancy died, and we try to figure out who did it. Okay, we trying to put the pieces together, and as going through these episodes, I'm like, oh, so and so did it. The husband sus, the daughter sus, she sus. She ain't been too sus for me, but as of episode 6, her husband sus, her son been sus. Everybody just been the suspects and been the killer to Polar Nancy over here. Now, big stupo up here, Eleanor. She done made me so mad within this series. You done had a crush on her husband since college back in the day, but he ended up still choosing her and marrying her and having kids by her. But now that she dead, you feel like you got your wish? Oh, let me go over here and comfort Robert. Let me go over here and make sure the daughter fine. Then she outed you, be like, hey, she up on TikTok like, hey, don't you hate it when your mama dead and her best friend messing with her husband or something like that? It's crazy. And then her brother kind of gave her reality check that she didn't take heed to until after the fact, after the police made her a suspect because you around here cozying up to this dead woman's husband. You at his house. You all going out to ballets and shows and stuff. Like I said, big stupid. Around here, like, how did you know that you could be suspect number one? Around here confident in this man's husband and all this stuff being seen with him, big stupid. And your brother like, hey, black woman, chill out. So the whole time they messing around while she dead, I got Robert as a number one suspect, and I feel like he was manipulating her to frame her because he was just too sus. And I don't know, they a hot mess. Then later on down the line, we find out that Mary's husband is messing with Nancy. He was messing with Nancy before she died. Yeah. What a plot twist. There's so many plot twists in this whole thing. I'm not, it's just, We find out they had these little nicknames together, her husband and her, Louise and David. So when she told her that she cheated on her husband with David, she was like, oh, who David? Not knowing the whole time David was her husband, child. Like I said, all three of them, hot mess. So Mary has been obsessed with trying to figure out who the killer is. Like, getting reports, going through her scrapbooks and her diaries and all this stuff, trying to figure out who is her killer. And as we lead up to episode 6, getting all these clues and stuff, we realize that the killer might be in her house. Yes, her husband, Mary's husband named Howard. So her husband Howard, who I said was messing with Nancy when he got a job with her, working with her on the ballet, and they had these nicknames, Louise and David. She was Louise and her husband's nickname was David. Let's put these clues together just like Mary did, honey. Okay, Howard, he too anxious to move to Ohio. He just real sus, walk around here trying to be Mr. Goody Two Shoes, but you a mess because you was around here having a whole affair with your wife's best friend. We get a little backstory on how her and her husband met. Come to find out, he cheated on his ex-wife with Mary and said all these lies about her, that the lady was cutting her wrist and all this stuff, and she believed it. And, of course, now they married with kids. So after Mary found the poem in the back of Nancy's book that her husband wrote, which is the same little cutout, little excerpt poem that he gave her when they was messing around while he was still married to his last wife, and that's when her antennas went up like, why would she have this poem? This same poem that you gave me. We get all the little backstory, fast forward, she go visit the ex-wife. The ex-wife show her wrist like, baby, he was lying. I ain't never cut my wrist a day in my life. But the day I tried to leave him, look at these kneecaps, baby. The day I tried to leave him, 2 flights of stairs. Look at that. He has a little mean streak. He don't like to be left. He don't like to be left. Other clues start coming up. Her son say, hey, that night Auntie Eleanor picked me up and she brought me home, but you was in the bed asleep. I was gonna tell you what I was going on. You was in the bed asleep, but guess what? Daddy wasn't home. And guess what night that was, y'all? That was the night Nancy died. So she confessed to Eleanor all the clues and all the information she done found out about her lying, cheating, deceiving, heartbreaker of a husband. And the episode ends with her getting a phone call that her daughter is in the hospital. Now, let's rewind a little bit. We find out that back in college or whatever, our girl Mary had a little Adderall problem. And so we see that she started picking that problem back up, but she hid her little pills in a little container on top of the refrigerator or whatever. So for the episode to end with the daughter in the hospital and she's like, what happened? They say, oh, she swallowed a whole bunch of pills in this container. Y'all, guess what I think? The husband gave that baby them pills because he thought that she was about to leave him. Now, y'all chime in, comment down below what you think. What's gonna happen in the rest of this season? What's gonna happen? What are you watching? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Imperfect Women, episode 7. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, spoiler warning if you have not watched Imperfect Women season 1 episode 7, because child, they got me stressed out. Let's talk about it. I don't even think I'm about to give y'all a full recap of the whole episode, because y'all mean to tell me that the man who been cheating on all his wives, even cheating on his wife with her best friend, the man who pushed his ex-wife down the stairs, the man who poisoned his own child, the man who just around here just lying, deceiving, misleading, and y'all mean to tell me he not the killer? Are you serious? Come on. He around here blackmailing and calling CPS on my good girl Mary. No, we gotta take him. He gotta be arrested for something. He gotta go to jail for something, because ain't no way. I know y'all lying. And y'all just gonna casually pop up at the end. Oh no, it was Scott. Oh no, it was Scott. The whole time. We got video evidence. Really? Y'all, I'm mad. Just go ahead, give me the season finale, and y'all let me know what y'all watching. Peace. What about your friends who will stand their ground, who will never let you down, who will always be around? What about your friends? I might have said the lyrics wrong, but you get what I'm saying. It's your girl, Tori T, aka 32 Watts. How you feeling? I hope you feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, especially after that season finale of Imperfect Women. Let's get into it. I just got to clap it up first, because that season's finale was superb. The whole series was just A1, okay? I'm going to read the book now, because that's how much I really enjoyed it. The book has to be added to my book collection. And another thing, Kerry Washington, you looked just that good throughout the whole series, girl. The cut, the wardrobe, everything. And I hate how my friend told my son, why they got Elisabeth Moss looking so frumpy? But that's her character. So the wardrobe had to match her, I guess you could say, submissive wife, homemaker type vibe. So they just made her very homey. So I was surprised when Scott called on both Eleanor and Mary to talk to them, but we already knew. We knew he was standing 10 toes down about his innocence. Because, listen, Howard was going to go to jail some way or another. No, Scott didn't do it. So, yeah, Scott had to stand 10 toes down. He had to tell the two people who he know Nancy trusted and loved the most was her girls. So, for him to call into them to come meet with him at the jail and then tell him what he told them, I was actually surprised. So, basically, Nancy contacted him to confide in him and be like, hey, I know all this in the past. I know all this and that, but I'm confiding you. I'm coming to you. I'm in trouble. I need to get this crazy man up off me. And you the craziest man I probably know. So, hey, I need you to be my muscle and scare him up off me. So, basically, Nancy just hit Scott up to, come save the day. rough him up a little bit if you have to. That's still my best friend husband, but hey, he got to leave me alone. And I love the advice Eleanor mama gave her. Listen, sis, keep it real with your friends. Keep it real with the ones who have proven that they love you and you love them back. If you care so much about these people, you've gotten these friends that has become family. And listen, go back. Go back. Fight for what you love. Fight for what you know. These are your people. This is your circle. This is your family outside of your family. Listen. Real friends are everything, and real friends stand the test of time. So that just sums it all up. So Eleanor had to go back. Listen, come on, Mary. We in this together. We're all in this together. So Mary and Eleanor getting together, talking, airing everything out, putting everything on the table was very cleansing and therapeutic for them and their friendship, for them to, you know, start fresh. Like, listen, girl, I felt like you was going to judge me about this, and this, but hey. And she was like, hey, I was scared of the same thing. This is why I didn't tell you. I love that scene. Yes. Girl power. The courtroom scene. Baby, when that ex-wife walked up in there, I said, yes! I screamed. Listen, y'all, I screamed. I was like, if anybody gonna let them know how crazy, how it is, it's gonna be her. And I'm happy. She was a key witness. But I was not expecting the results for them to take both of the kids from both of them. But God, dog, as long as they wasn't with him, I guess, poor Mary, like, my heart was like, oh my gosh, no. Then his crazy tail sucker gonna come drag my girl up out that hotel room. No, sir. No, you're not. And then gonna try to set it up to make it look like she committed suicide. No, she didn't. So in the end, listen, I was like, oh my gosh, Eleanor, where you at? Get there quick. And yes, the deed was done. I know that's right. And I was like, oh, this is your time, Mary. Mary stood up when it was time to stand up, sis. Because I've been yelling the whole series, stand up. Stand up, Mary. And she stood up. And she knew it. Play him against himself. You know his weaknesses. You done been with this man all these years. You know it. Yeah, she wasn't the weak one. You was. And I know that's right. And he was. So all in all, yes, I love the series. The final episode was everything that I needed. But that ending, y'all. Okay. So what that ending meant. At the very end, the actual closing scene before the screen went black. Why Mary looked back at what's his name and then turned to the camera and smiled like that? No, you're not. No, you're not. All right. Let me know what y'all watching. Tell me how you feel about the season finale in the comments below.